Okay, so here we go. Fortunately, this wasn't my planned stream for right now, but someone wanted to be an asshole in my barracks and pull the fire alarm again, which kind of like delayed everything. So unfortunately, I can only do one stream, and I'm already running out of time because it's already like 7:46. I gotta be in bed by 9. So I don't. Fortunately, I don't have a lot of time to do like another one. So I just chose just to do this one. Again, I apologize for the delay with the Golden Sun one. It's nearly done. I'll get to that. It's just things out of my control have just been getting in my way, like a random fire alarm again. The second time this week, and it pisses me off. Oh well. All right, so again, we're gonna have a little bit more time. I just got a couple more days left, so I get home, and then we'll just have hours upon hours of me just doing stuff. Anyways, enough lollygagging. I don't really have enough time for this, so we'll get as much done as we can. So yesterday we did a good chunk yesterday. So we talked about losing the map, spatial disorientation and collapse. What if forward means nowhere at all? Warped floor plans, looping corridors, and mirrored spaces undermine player trust. Movement loses meaning. Players run without clarity, creating dread through disorientation. When progress becomes a void, running becomes existential. You're not escaping the space, you're becoming part of it. Okay. We can capitalize off of this. Okay. So as soon as I get home, we'll try out my holocast again. I have a HyperX holocast I used to use in my Twitch days. We'll see how that sounds. If it sounds good enough, I'll just bring it back here with me. Because I know the outcry is get a better mic. Like I'm trying, guys. It sounds good on my end, but I guess when it goes to YouTube side, it's just not good. So we'll try that one out. And if not, let's get the Blue Yeti. I do have a spare USB condenser microphone at home. That was actually pretty good, at least on Twitch side. But we'll see. So we're talking about movement right now. Just bear with me. I'm thinking of something. That'll work. It's just bear with me. We'll read it over in a second so we can actually see if it makes sense or not. I cannot fucking spell right now. Gotta go skip the line. No, no, God no. Ew, ew. This is just a fire alarm. I'm already mad. God no. Stop. Gotta go speak the line. I hate all of you. People will like close out because you know people view this. People view this they'll be like, "The hell's going on in the chat?" No, no, no. It's just people at work just trolling me. So I'll drink to that. I hate you. I hate all of you. I hate all of you for doing this. Okay, I gotta get back to focusing on this. I'll talk to you later. All right. All right. Fuck. Well, not all right. Now I lost track of this. Shit. Because repetition isn't safety; it's surrender. Panic loops emerge in design. Okay, so players. See, this is gonna be what one day I'm not gonna take what people say serious, and that's gonna be the truth. Hey, you have CQ duty. No, no, the fuck I don't. Oh, yes, you do. Like you told me via YouTube. Okay, all right, I gotta get back to focusing on this. So, panic loops emerge in design. So players, they'll recheck doors, recheck doors. Especially me, I recheck everything. Recheck doors. Um, Rehide, especially with stalkers. Rehide. Run in circles. Rerun in circles. If you dealt with Mr. X in Resident Evil 2, mate, you'll know. So, oh wow. See, I got so screwed up. I forgot to actually do this. There we go. So, these loops are internalized. I'm actually so mad we had that fire alarm. I had another stream planned for today, but it looks like I'm not gonna be able to do it. These loops are internalized. They mimic real compulsive, fear responses. We'll go into detail about that later. Responses. Okay. Motion becomes false comfort. Motion becomes a false comfort. I cannot fucking spell right now. Invert, not a solution. Not a solution. Okay. Panic loops emerge in design. Players recheck doors, re-hide, rerun in circles. These loops are internalized. They mimic real compulsive fear responses. Motion becomes a false comfort, not a solution. So in a sense, you're not escaping. You're not escaping. You're not escaping. You're not escaping. You're obeying. You're obeying. Oh, whoops. You're obeying. The ritual fear. I'm still debating which horror flick I'll actually use because I was gonna use Halloween 4, but I think I might actually use Zombie Jason this time since we used Human one before. Yeah, I think I actually might use Zombie. Okay. So let's just go over the sections one more time. So we've used we brought up flight or flight. We've mentioned the psychology of being hunted. We've mentioned losing the map and spatial disorientation and collapse. When fear becomes the ritual, oh my god, who is sensed to me? I hate all of you. I hate all of you so much. We just talked about how when movement becomes a ritual. So, huh. So, since we're talking about repetition, we could talk about the mental exhaustion that people feel from running. because again, using RE2 makes Mr. X, it's like that guy is really good at his job. Like he's just relentless. I don't know how about other people, but I would try to avoid him or even like haunting ground stalkers. It just gets so exhausting after a while. Not so much haunting ground, but definitely RE2 make. So let's talk about the mental exhaustion aspects. So section 5, exhaustion and time pressure. So again, the fire alarm really screwed me up because I had another stream plan. I was gonna do the Golden Sun one, but I guess tomorrow during break I'll just focus on that. Yeah, that's what I'll do tomorrow. So as soon as we go on break, we'll on lunch break. If we don't get screwed over, I'll do that for like 40 minutes, and that should put me done. Okay. So exhaustion and time pressure. Okay. Thinking. So if we use like to make again as an example, besides there's not really any like you can run for a while until you get like hurts and you start slowing down, but except on caution for speed runs. But the normal player, the casual player, won't know that. Like, oh yeah, you go upstairs a lot faster when you're on caution. Imagine that. Haunting ground's a good example because the more Fiona's psyche goes down, the more psyche's kind of like pushing it. The haunting ground's weird. It has a mechanic that yeah we can say her psyche or fear mechanic in that. If she gets terrified, she kind of just goes like not ballistic, just cuckoo, and all hell just breaks loose on the screen. Like you don't lose control of her. She'll just start running maniacally. I've just had her running into walls whenever that little sequence happens until it just dies down. Sanity meter. There we go. Sanity meter. Sort of. So in a sense, a stamina meter. White Day does this. Okay, so sprint meters cost something. Yeah, sprints. White Day. Yeah, White Day. Sprint meters. Uh, I don't think there's a game that actually. I was thinking about writing something with the footsteps, but I'm not 100% sure. There's actually a game that reads your footsteps. Not to my knowledge. I don't think that will work. Yeah, that won't work. Yeah, we won't do that. So we'll put limited stamina. That sounds about good. Limited stamina movement being penalized. Yeah. Okay. Okay. No, yes, liquors. What the hell am I talking about? Liquors. Jesus Christ, I'm such a fraud. Liquors. So, it's just been a very long day. I'm actually surprised I didn't get the chance to stream today. I streamed earlier during lunch. I got some of the Vera Yandere stuff done, but I thought I was gonna have time to do 2 streams after work, but work decided not to cooperate. Then obviously the fire alarm, and whoever did that fire alarm, I fucking hate you because that shit's so loud. I was even thinking about not even going outside because I know it's just gonna be a false alarm, but that fire alarm would just go through my mic and it would just get fucking annoying. So I was like, all right, screw it. So tomorrow during lunch, I'll work on Golden Sun. Definitely tomorrow after lunch. So running increases noise, visibility, and risk. And I actually think the lineup I actually chose for this actually shows that off really well because the struggle within. I know a lot of people didn't get the chance to play the struggle within. Don't well if you want to experience it for yourself. I don't recommend it. But if you want to try it, sure, go ahead. More power to you. But yeah, like it stays true to its namesake, the struggle within. Like you're gonna be running. I don't know. You won't know when you'll stop. But you're gonna be running all right. Then you'll come to realize, oh damn, this one fire extinguisher is the only thing that can actually stop the zombies. You'll know. Just play it, then you'll experience true terror, as Millennium would say. That game was weird. I can't wait to replay it again. It was a bad fun game. It was bad for all the right reasons, but it was also bad for all the wrong reasons. It was just not good. Oh my god, it was not good, but it was so campy. The saving grace was Ghostface in the English dub. That was the saving grace. Was Ghostface's Bates. That was awesome. So speed becomes fragility. Further. What the fuck? Okay, whatever. Speed becomes fragility. The further you go, further you go, the more. No. Sorry about that. The more it breaks you. Okay. Exhaustion and time pressure. Every step costs something. Sprint meters, lot of footsteps, limited stamina, movement is penalized. Running increases noise, visibility, and risk. The longer you run, the less you can afford to. Speed becomes fragility. The further you go, the more it breaks you. Okay. So, since we're talking about that, we can actually talk about what happens when you get exposed from running. Yeah, exposure. But let's just make sure we didn't like cover that already. So let's see. We've covered flight or flight. That's the basics. We covered the psychology of being hunted. We covered losing spatial control. Uh, we covered about movement because of ritual, like how repetition isn't safety, it's surrender. And we just talked about exhaustion. Now we could talk. We'll definitely talk about when you get exposed because of running. Yeah, that'd be good. Okay. Section 6. OCD would actually kick in when running. When running reveals you. Give me a second to think here. Okay, yeah, we could do it. Well, all right. Since we talked about zombie Jason, we can definitely use the new blood. Yeah, who used that? Since we used it before. Oh my god, that's gonna be hilarious. Y'all gonna see how y'all thought I was I was pretty brutal when it came to the final chapter. Oh man, oh boy, zombie Jason's a freaking riot. He just keeps on coming, coming, coming. Okay. So panic makes you loud, visible, and vulnerable. And which I mentioned when a good example was the in the analysis for powerlessness. Since we used the final chapter, you saw what Trish did when she saw the first body inside the house. The the guy who was being very intimate with the wall. Well, we'll just say that. She was screaming off the top of her lungs, "He's here! He's here! He's here!" No, no, why? You're just first of all, you're just making yourself just you're making Jason out of all people aware that there's more people in the house room to go kill. He's a very believe it or not, he's a strategic killer. I can't believe I'm saying that, but the way he goes about killing people sometimes is just all like, damn, he really thought this out. But yeah, you never want to make yourself. First of all, you never want to make yourself a target. You never want to reveal your location, and you don't want to show your vulnerability, which Trish obviously did when during the first during the first sequence. And I forgot to put this in bullet points. I'm an idiot. Okay. Money. Excuse me. So in a sense, running is metaphorical. Yeah, it's metaphorical because it brings you closer to yourself, not further away. Yeah, it's metaphorical. Because everything's metaphorical these days. I'm joking, but yeah, it's metaphorical. It brings you closer to yourself. And yeah, it brings you closer to yourself, not further away. So, carrying on. capitalizing off of that. So the monster isn't behind you. The monster isn't behind you. Uh, reflection. It is a reflection. No, it's the reflection. It's the reflection you pass as you flee. Damn, all right. I like that. Okay, so let's go over section 6. So section 6, when running reveals you. Running isn't hiding, it's exposure. Panic makes you loud, visible, and vulnerable. Many horror protagonists hallucinate, remember, or transform the more they flee. Running isn't metaphorical, it brings you closer to yourself, not further away. The monster isn't behind you, it's a reflection of you, it's the reflection you pass as you flee. Again, as I mentioned, don't do the usual, well, using 80s final girls as an example. Don't do what they do. Oh my god, the killer's here! Or Friday the 13th Part 3. Shelly's dead! Shelly's dead! Shelly's dead! Well, now you're dead because you just did that. You just literally just showed Jason where you were and he just fucking killed you. Okay, so where can we go after this? So we've done about 3 sections here today at least. So when movement becomes a ritual, exhaustion and time pressure, when running reveals you. What? Huh. Thinking of something? Maybe this would work. But while I think, I'll mention this. I'm going on leave in a couple of days. I'll be back home. So everything's gonna be completely different. I'm gonna be back in the Weeb studio. So all hell's gonna be breaking loose. There's gonna be the cat, there's gonna be the anime figures and Weeb TV. There's gonna be a lot of Weeb shit back there. So you've been warned. But I'm gonna sound completely different. I'm gonna look completely different. Mostly because I have a different camera setup over there, and my mic is gonna be a condenser mic. So it's gonna be, I think, from what I've seen, the XLR mic that's in front of me right now is not the best quality. It sounds good to me, but I guess for YouTube is not good. So I'll be on my HyperX solo cast. So if need be, I'll just bring it back with me. Or if it's still bad, I'll just get the Blue Yeti people recommend it. But we'll experiment with my old Twitch setup, then we can go from there. So again, just a couple more days, I'll be actually back home for like 2 weeks. So things are going to be a little bit, tiny bit different. I'll have more time to work because I don't have to go to work. So you'll be seeing a few hour streams from me. Right now, I'm at the mercy of the army. Also, as usual, don't drink unless you're an adult. Please don't. It's a bad habit. It's a bad habit to kick. From other people I see vaping here, it makes you wonder, what is truly more addictive, alcohol or vaping these days? All right. Anyways, all right. Yeah. Sorry. So let's think. So we just talked about how running reveals you. We've talked about. I always reference the final chases in horror films. Because usually the final chase is the final girl chase is full of Okay, I think I have something. Bear with me here. So, section 7. Maze design maze design, and false agency. Okay, just bear with me here. Fuck, 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 fuck. Okay, okay. What if we do this? When every hallway leads to the same dead end. Dead end. Okay, was it really a choice? Ooh, okay. Was it really a choice? I hope I didn't open up a can of worms here. Really a choice. Okay, so where can I go with this? This has to be the last section, fortunately. If I don't have to deal with any shenanigans at work tomorrow, I'll have a little bit more time, but I'm at the mercy of work and kind of there's nothing I can do. It's like I have to do work or else I'll go to jail. And going to jail is I'd rather not go to jail. Okay, so what can we do here? Um okay, I got something. So I can use the original. So I have an example. So what if we do this? Chase sequences bring up options. Hear me out. So for people that played Resident Evil Remake, when you get inside Mansion 2, and the first hunter appears, you have two options. You can fight it, or you can run. You can either take the double doors and go to Hell Hallway, or you can take the east. You can take the door to your left to go inside, to go where the safe room is. So yes, chase sequences can stimulate options. So okay, I hate that hunter's an asshole. By the way, all hunters are no remake hunters are assholes, but no, it beats sweepers. Sweepers have a special place in hell because I don't know who thought having a poisonous hunter was a great idea, but they apparently needed to make hunters poisonous. So chase sequences stimulate options. So, um, multiple doors. Excuse me, multiple doors, split corridors, split corridors, and open spaces. Okay. All right. So chase sequences. Chase sequences stimulate options, multiple doors, split corridors, and open spaces. So carrying off of that, uh, yeah, because in that sequence it's like you fight the at the point in the game you're equipped to take down a hunter if they're just annoying enemies. Like the game has taught you everything that it can do at that point. Using Resident Evil Remake as an example, you learn that the handgun it's a good starting weapon, but it's not going to be good against uh, stronger BOWs. The game gives you a good option to fight stronger BOWs, whether it be the grenade launcher or the shotgun up until that point, because you don't get the magnum yet. So you should be able to take down a hunter relatively easy, and you have self-defense items. If you die to a hunter, well, not including outbreak hunters because they're cheap, but they're very broken. That's not the point I'm getting at. So you have options. You can either run, fight the hunter, or die. That's literally it. Or just die. So, but there's but there's only one viable path. Others lead to death or loop back. And again, I'm referencing that specific area because Hear me out. I'll explain this the best that I can. So as soon as you get into as soon as you get to Mansion 2, right? You have there's the corridor that leads you into the inner garden. You come back in, the whole sequence with the hunter coming in happens. So you have two options. You can either go into Crow Hall, which will bring you back into the main hall. You can either go through the double doors, which will lead you into Hell Hallway. I'll tell you why I call it Hell Hallway. Or you can take the safer route, which brings you over to the the storage room save. So the best option to do would be kill the hunter. Like, that'd be the best option. You have the utilities to kill the hunter. Chris, blast the shit out of it with a shotgun. Takes a couple shots, it's dead. If you're playing Jill, you have the grenade launcher. You should have acid rounds up until that point. If not, you still have grenade rounds and flame rounds. And you're just kill the damn hunter. That's the best option there. Or you can panic and just go through the double doors. The double doors are the worst option because that hallway becomes super dangerous the more the game progresses. First, there's the bathroom. There's the bathtub zombie. If you don't kill it, it busts through the door. There's another zombie there. Later on, zombies bust through the windows. So there's more zombies there. Later on again, hunters occupy the area. So you ran away from a hunter just to go fight another hunter. So there's only one viable path, as I mentioned. You kill the hunter, just kill it. Or if you're feeling cheeky, just go to the save room. Or go to Crow Hall and they'll bring you over to the main hall. But either way, you have to fight the hunter regardless. So pick your poison. And unfortunately, if I remember correctly, it's been a while since I played the remake. There should be, even if you go to the storage room save room, there's still a hunter right over there too. So it's like, either way, you gotta like fight the hunter. So you have a viable path, which would be just kill the hunter. Kill the hunter, live to fight another day, or just die. All right, that's pretty much what I'm getting at with this thing. Honestly, kill the damn hunter. They're assholes, but they're not Code Veronica hunters. Okay, so this illusion, it's illusion of freedom. So this illusion of freedom deepens the despair. Choose wrong. There's technically not a right answer because, well, in the example that I gave, it's like you take down the initial threat with that hunter, but it's like you're still gonna have to deal with it. So it's a very shitty situation regardless because of how Mansion 2 is, but this is illusion of freedom deep into despair. You chose wrong, but there was never a right. Yeah, there's never a right because at the end of the day, you still gotta you still have to. You can't avoid the hunters in Mansion 2. They're swarmed. They replaced the zombies. Yeah, we'll just go with that. Again, that's just me using Resident Evil 1 Remake as an example because you're given a choice as soon as the first hunter shows up. Flee, flight, or oh my god, fight or flight, or flight or fight. You can go to the Crow Room, go to the main hall, you're good to go. You can go through the double doors, you're in Hell Hall. That's the worst possible option. You can go to the storage room save room area. I mean, it'll give you more. You'll have a breathing area because you can actually get more supplies, but there's also a hunter over there, so it's like all roads lead to a hunter. So you're better off just killing the damn hunter initially, live to fight another day, and go continue fighting hunters. Either way, there's never a right. There's no right answer here. There's only you're delaying the inevitable. I talked to you. right, we'll just go with that. There was never a right. There's not a right answer. There's just you're just gonna be delaying the inevitable. Okay, I got something. So you weren't too slow. I'm not memeing it. You weren't too slow. You were destined to fail. Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's like you're only in that example I gave, you're only just delaying the inevitable. It's like at the end of the day, like you could avoid the hunter or kill it. If you avoid it, you open up a bigger can of worms because the hunter's still alive, and obviously because of how health values work in that game, it's like they do a lot of damage and they can insta kill you. Not like outbreak hunters, mind you, because fuck those assholes. You're gonna get put into either you'll be on fine and put on possibly yellow going on orange caution, and they can just insta kill you. So you're better off just getting rid of the threat. But if you avoid it, it's like okay, you're just delaying the inevitable. Eventually, you're gonna probably have to come back through that hall, which you do have to come back through that hall later. So you're given an illusion of freedom. You choose wrong, but there was never a right. No, well, okay. Anyways, we've done a lot of sections today. We talked about when movement becomes ritual, exhaustion and time pressure, when running reveals you, and false agency. So I think we got good. We're still working on this outline. And again, I apologize, but there was a fire alarm that kind of delayed everything. I was very delayed because of work. They let us out late as hell, so I had to go do my IRL stuff like gym and all that fun stuff. But tomorrow, when I have my lunch break, I'll work on Golden Sun. I need to finish that script before I go home. I'll work on the actual video when I get home. That's the time frame. I have to work on that when I'm home. But I can finish the script here because I'll have more time at my actual desktop when I'm at home. Okay, anyways, good shit. Sorry for the speedrun stream today, but unfortunately, things beyond my control got in the way today. Alright, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one, and talk to y'all later.